The White House is once again forced into damage control effort to dispel concerns about Biden's age. What is up, people of the internet? It is me, Real American, back in with a new video, and today it is time to talk about the 2024 presidential election because everyone, it appears that President Biden is facing yet again another embarrassment as, well, read that headline. White House again forced into damage control effort to dispel concerns about Biden's age. Yeah, this is getting embarrassing that it seems like every other day we are getting headlines from not Fox News or some far-right outlet, but from CNN talking about Biden's health, Biden's age, and how the White House is basically forced to issue a statement every day talking about how Biden is actually capable to be president and how him being 81 doesn't actually matter. Now, before we continue with today's video, I hope you enjoy these type of videos. If you do, smash the like button down below, subscribe, share with your friends, hit that little bell, follow the social media accounts in the description down below, and of course, join the channel today. Again, folks, all support is greatly appreciated, and yeah. Now let us get into it. It's the reoccurring threat President Biden's re-election bid will never be able to fully outrun. The White House was forced into a fresh damage control effort Wednesday to defend the 81-year-old Commander-in-Chief's security as he embarked on a grueling foreign trip and as the race gets nastier by the day. Really, a grueling foreign trip? That's how CNN's going to describe that. Really? So you're telling me that going to France and back is a grueling trip? You're making it sound like he's going to like 15 different nations, you know, going to India, then France, then China, then Russia. That's not what he did. He just went to France for like 2 days, and that's somehow a grueling trip. The fact that our standards are so low that going to France and back is somehow a grueling foreign trip. The latest episode was sparked by a Wall Street Journal article that cited descriptions, disputed by the White House, of the president's state of mind and fitness from what it described as more than 45 interviews with both Democrats and Republicans. So, according to the Wall Street Journal, they talked to 45 people, not just Republicans, because, okay, if it was just Republicans claiming this, that's one thing. But according to them, there were Democrats interviewed. The president was depicted as speaking so softly in one meeting about Ukraine that he was almost unintelligible to some participants. Other sources questioned whether he was fully in command of key details of his own policies. Jeez. The fact that apparently Democrats even said that? Like, wait a minute, hold up. You're telling me that we're not just talking about Republicans. According to the Wall Street Journal, they interviewed Democrats as well. The fact that apparently Democrats are admitting behind closed doors that, yeah, we don't even know if he's actually in charge here. That should scare everyone. Democrats accuse Republicans quoted or referred to in the account of making false claims or contradicting previous statements to damage Biden politically. Washington Senator Patty Murray, for instance, complained on X that her comments to the Journal about the president's strong engagement and meeting to Ukraine in January were not used by the paper. Okay, but you people have been claiming this for months now, that, or actually years at this point, that no, actually, behind closed doors, Biden is actually, you know, he's on top of everything. Not in public, but privately, he's completely different. They're not gonna say that because no one cares. Is that the standard we have now? Oh, he has strong engagement in a meeting? Congratulations. No one's going to report that. People want to report or talk about the actual problems with the presidency, not, oh, he sits in a meeting for 3 hours and he can stay engaged half the time. That's nothing. Biden has managed to tamp down previous kerfuffles over his age and capabilities this year with a robust public performance at his State of the Union address in March. Really? A robust performance. If that's considered a robust performance, maybe for Biden standards, like, he didn't shit himself on the stage. Like, is that really where we're at this point? Where if he doesn't absolutely crap the bed, all right, like he doesn't mess up completely, well, that's a robust performance. That is pathetic. You can't tell me with a straight face that people believe that. He so surpassed Republican expectations that some of the party absurdly flipped from portraying him as a dawdling and incompetent to suggesting he may be drugged up. Well, at this point in time, when 99% of his public performances or appearances were so horrific that no one knows what the hell is going on, that he has one good performance, that's a better explanation. I don't know if I agree with it, but makes you really wonder how he can have absolutely horrific performance and speeches, rallies for years, but magically for one event, he doesn't completely suck. And even then, he made a bunch of blunders. Remember Lincoln Riley? Yeah, he said Lincoln Riley, not Laken Riley. When you have stuff like that, even his best performance had major issues. That's not good. That's not something to celebrate about. But all it takes is one halting on camera moment or a media report to revive the frenzy over Biden's age. This was inevitable as soon as the president decided to run for a second term that'll begin when he is 82 years old and would end when he's 86. And we already had that. When he went to France, he had an absolutely embarrassing moment where, I don't know if I believe it, some people thought he crapped himself. I don't think that's the case, but when you see the video, it's like, what? What's going on here? Like, we're at that point now where we can have some legitimacy to the argument that he might have actually crapped himself on the stage. Are we really at that point that we can consider that as a legitimate possibility, not just some crazy theory? This isn't good, and this is why, despite being so unpopular, or in quotation, unpopular, Trump is beating Biden. It's because people know, yeah, Trump is actually there. I may not like him, but at least he's mentally there. He's not losing it. In an ABC News poll in February, for instance, 86% of Americans thought Biden was too old to serve another term. That included 59% of Americans who thought both he and Trump were too old, and 27% who thought only Biden was too old. Well, yeah, Trump might be a bit up there in age, but the difference is he's still there mentally. You know that by the end of his term, he should be fine. It's not like with Biden where right off the bat, we already knew that he was going to have problems. But we're in year 4, and it's gotten so bad that I can't even imagine what year 8 of President Biden would be, if he even makes it to that point. That's why people are scared at the possibility that this bozo might win. Voters can see it for themselves. The president has clearly slowed in office. He does often speak quietly and mingle his words more than he did, even as a gaffe-prone senator and vice president. And that's the big thing. He's always been known for gaffes, but this is different. We're not talking about 1 or 2 gaffes here or there. You know, and I understand that when you get older, you're not going to be as energetic. We understand that. But to completely lose it, like Biden has, at this point in time, I think he has. I think he's lost it. You can't deny that. How do you look at every single speech of his, every single rally, except the State of the Union that's somehow praised as a robust performance, but ignore that for a second. You watch this guy, you listen to his speeches, it's like, huh? You're the president of the United States of America. You're supposed to negotiate with President Putin of Russia. That's who our leader is? God, we are screwed. That's what a lot of people think. Public speculation with the capacity of the president is also a highly sensitive issue and is often indulged in by pundits with no medical expertise. Oh, that's the excuse. Well, actually, these people saying that he has some problems, no, none of them have medical expertise. Which, yeah, I'm not saying I'm a medical expert, but it's common sense. When you get older, especially in a high-stress job like the presidency, this isn't, just some random job that anyone could do. This is one of the toughest jobs you can have. It's very stressful. So it's not a conspiracy to think, yeah, with him being 82, and the fact that even before he was a president, he had some problems. He was known for gaffes, and there were some questions about his health 4 years ago. But now it's like, it's 4 years of the presidency, and it's clear that he's getting worse. And you don't have to have some medical degree to know this. It's just a common fact. When you get older, yeah, you have some health issues, more than likely. Plus, millions of Americans have seen the same story with their own grandparents, for example. Like, they know the signs of dementia. They know when someone is starting to go. You just know. And it's awful, but that's the reality of it. And that's why a bunch of people are saying that, yeah, this guy is losing it. It's not because they hate him. A good chunk of America, yeah, they don't like him, but it's just the reality of it. They know when an old person is just losing it. This is not an attack on Biden because, oh, I hate him because he's old. No. It's the reality of life. And the fact the Democrat Party is forcing him to run again, in my opinion, he should retire. There is zero reason for him to run again. There's no way he could serve another 4 years. There's none. But the Democrat Party is so desperate to beat the orange man that they really believe that Biden is their only chance at winning. The fact they're going to force an 82-year-old man that you could clearly tell has lost a step, more like 15 steps, is losing it mentally, and you expect him to serve for 4 more years in the presidency? Like, how can someone believe that he could serve 4 more years? I'm being honest, how? There's no way he can. There's no way this is going to magically get better. How do you expect him to get actually in a better shape? Reagan, when he ran for a second term, there was already problems with him. And he was 4 years younger. Now do you expect, and he got a lot worse. No one talks about that, but he did. So do you really expect Biden, who's going to be 86 at the end of his second term, if he somehow won? I don't think he will, but let's say he somehow does. Do you really think he's even going to be there? Like, what's left of Biden now? It's going to be gone in 2 years. There's just no way he's going to be the same person in 4 years. It's sad, but it's true. But we just got to see what happens. It is getting absolutely pathetic that it seems like every day we are getting articles from Wall Street Journal, from Fox News, CNN, NBC. Everyone is talking about, yeah, there's some serious health issues that the White House is trying to deal with. Like, it seems like every day there's a new statement about, actually, Biden is the healthiest president ever. He could serve for another 4 years. And I understand that, well, it's the White House's job to protect the image of the president. Fine. And usually there's some times where some people might ask a health issue about the president and the White House dispels it. But when it's this often that the White House is making public statements about how Biden is actually super healthy, that he's mentally fit, the most mentally fit president, and not just like once a year, but daily, is not good. But anyways, folks, thank you so much for watching. If you guys did enjoy this video, smash the like button down below, subscribe, share with your friends, hit that little bell, follow the social media accounts in the description down below, and of course, join the channel today. Godspeed to all of you.